Bangkok, known for its vibrant nightlife, hides more than just bustling streets and exotic cuisine. Naree, a young woman with an affinity for late-night cravings, found herself in a peculiar situation one fateful evening. It was a stormy night when Naree decided to order her favorite dish from a renowned local restaurant. The clock struck midnight as she eagerly awaited her meal. A soft knock echoed through her apartment, prompting her to rush to the door. To her surprise, no one was there, just a bag containing her food and a note that read, "Enjoy your meal." Curiosity mingled with hunger, and she opened the containers to savor the aromatic delights. Little did she know that this seemingly innocent act would plunge her into a night of terror. As Naree indulged in her meal, strange occurrences unfolded around her apartment. Whispers echoed through the halls, and shadows danced in the corners of her vision. She dismissed them at first, attributing them to the storm outside. However, the atmosphere grew increasingly eerie, and an unsettling feeling settled in her gut. Determined to dispel the unease, Naree decided to investigate the restaurant's history. What she uncovered sent shivers down her spine. The restaurant had a dark past, tied to a series of mysterious disappearances that dated back decades. The very dish she had consumed was linked to a malevolent force, a sinister entity that preyed on those who tasted its flavors. As the night unfolded, Naree found herself trapped in a nightmarish reality. The boundaries between the living and the supernatural blurred. The shadows that danced in her apartment seemed to take form, and whispers turned into guttural moans. Driven by fear, Naree sought a way to break the curse. Guided by cryptic messages she discovered in old records, she embarked on a perilous journey to confront the malevolent force that had infiltrated her life. Each step brought her closer to a horrifying revelation, uncovering the truth about the vengeful spirit tied to the restaurant and the dish that had become a conduit for its malevolence. As the first light of dawn painted the sky, Naree confronted the entity in a final, chilling encounter. The ghostly apparition revealed its tragic tale of betrayal and despair, and Naree realized that her only chance of survival was to break the cycle of torment. With newfound courage, she took on the challenge, facing the malevolent force head-on. The apartment became a battleground between the living and the supernatural. In a climactic struggle, Naree managed to unravel the curse, banishing the vengeful spirit from her life. As the first rays of sunlight bathed her apartment, Naree stood amidst the remnants of her ordeal, the echoes of the supernatural fading away. The restaurant's dark history remained a secret to the outside world, but Naree carried the weight of her harrowing experience. From that night onward, the restaurant's dish was no longer a temptation for Naree. She emerged from the ordeal stronger, forever changed by the horrors she had faced. The midnight special had delivered more than just food, it had brought her face to face with the spectral unknown that lurked in the shadows of Bangkok's culinary secrets. As the first rays of sunlight bathed her apartment, Naree stood amidst the remnants of her ordeal, the echoes of the supernatural fading away. The restaurant's dark history remained a secret to the outside world, but Naree carried the weight of her harrowing experience. Haunted by the memories of that night, she couldn't shake the feeling that the malevolent force might return. Determined to protect others from the same fate, Naree sought closure. Armed with the knowledge she had gained, she began a quest to uncover the truth behind other mysterious occurrences in Bangkok. In her investigation, Naree uncovered a network of haunted places and cursed artifacts, each with its own chilling tale. The malevolent force she had faced was not an isolated incident, it was part of a larger, more sinister pattern. As she delved deeper, Naree realized that the supernatural underbelly of Bangkok's culinary scene was more extensive than she could have ever imagined. The horror she confronted went beyond mere ghost stories, they were manifestations of unresolved anguish and ancient curses. Naree, now a reluctant paranormal investigator, took it upon herself to unravel these mysteries and bring peace to the restless spirits. Her journey led her to forgotten temples, abandoned alleys, and hidden corners of Bangkok where the veil between the living and the dead was thin. Along the way, she encountered others who had faced similar terrors, forming an unlikely alliance to confront the malevolent forces that lurked in the city's shadows. As Naree and her newfound companions delved deeper into the mysteries of Bangkok, they discovered that the malevolent force was not easily vanquished. It fought back with increasing intensity, testing the limits of their courage and resilience. In a climactic showdown, Naree faced the malevolent force once more, this time armed with the collective strength of those who had joined her in the fight. The battle that ensued transcended the boundaries of the physical and spiritual realms, a collision of supernatural forces that shook the very foundations of Bangkok. In the aftermath, as the city returned to its normal rhythm, Naree and her companions stood victorious. The malevolent force, weakened and vanquished, faded into the shadows. The haunted artifacts were sealed away, and the restless spirits found solace in the afterlife. Bangkok, once a city of hidden horrors, emerged from the darkness with a newfound sense of calm. Naree, having faced the supernatural head-on, continued her life as a guardian against the malevolent forces that sought to disturb the peace of the living. The tales of her encounters became whispered legends among the locals, a cautionary reminder that, in the heart of Bangkok, the line between the ordinary and the supernatural was thin. The Midnight Special had not only changed Naree's life, but had also set in motion a series of events that reshaped the city's spectral landscape forever. In the heart of Bangkok, where the aroma of street food and the neon glow of bustling markets intertwined, a new food delivery app named Exotic Eats took the city by storm. The app promised unique and authentic dishes from lesser-known eateries, gaining popularity among adventurous food enthusiasts. One particular dish, known as the spectral stir-fry, caught the attention of Tanine, a seasoned food blogger always on the lookout for the next culinary sensation. Intrigued by its mysterious origins, he decided to unravel the story behind the recipe. As Tanine delved into the history of the spectral stir-fry, he discovered a tale of tragedy and betrayal. The dish had been created by a chef named Siren, who had met a gruesome end under mysterious circumstances. Siren's restaurant, now long closed, was said to be haunted by her vengeful spirit. Despite the ominous history, the spectral stir-fry remained a coveted item on the Exotic Eats menu. Customers praised its unparalleled flavors, attributing its authenticity to the secret ingredients that only the departed chef knew. Determined to uncover the truth, Tanine ordered the infamous dish through the app. The delivery arrived promptly, accompanied by an unassuming note that read, "Bon appétit." As Tanine savored the intricate blend of flavors, he couldn't shake the feeling that he was not alone. Strange shadows flickered in the corners of his apartment, and a cold breeze seemed to carry whispers of a ghostly presence. Unfazed, Tanine continued his investigation. Late one night, he visited the abandoned site of Siren's restaurant, now a decaying relic of the past. The air grew heavy with the weight of unresolved anguish as Tanine explored the kitchen where the spectral stir-fry was born. In the dim light, he stumbled upon a hidden compartment, revealing a journal belonging to the late chef. As he flipped through the pages, Tanine unraveled the tragic story of Siren's life. Betrayed by a jealous rival, she met her end in the very kitchen where she had once created culinary masterpieces. The secret ingredients of the spectral stir-fry were not just culinary wonders, they were infused with Siren's unsettled spirit, seeking justice for the betrayal that had cost her everything. Realization struck Tanine: he had consumed a meal linked to a vengeful ghost. The shadows and whispers grew more pronounced as he raced against time to find a way to appease Siren's spirit and break the curse. Guided by the revelations in the journal, Tanine embarked on a perilous journey to the spirit realm. He encountered spectral visions and faced challenges that tested his resolve. The line between the living and the dead blurred as he navigated through the echoes of Siren's past. In a climactic confrontation, Tanine stood face to face with Siren's tormented spirit. The ghostly apparition, fueled by anger and sorrow, demanded justice. Tanin, armed with newfound empathy, pleaded for forgiveness and promised to expose the truth behind Siren's betrayal. As the first light of dawn touched the abandoned restaurant, the spirit of Siren found peace, and the haunted recipe lost its malevolent edge. Tanin emerged from the ordeal, forever changed by his encounter with the supernatural. Word of Tanin's investigation spread, and the exotic eats app faced scrutiny. The spectral stir-fry was removed from the menu, and the story of Siren's tragic fate became a cautionary tale in Bangkok's culinary circles. Tanin, having faced the paranormal head-on, continued his journey as a food blogger with a newfound appreciation for the stories behind the dishes he encountered. The haunted recipe had left its mark, not just on the city's culinary scene, but on Tanin's own understanding of the thin veil between the ordinary and the supernatural in the heart of Bangkok. In the wake of Tanin's harrowing experience, he couldn't shake the haunting memories that lingered. The tale of Siren's betrayal and the spectral connection to the spectral stir-fry became etched in his mind. Determined to bring closure to the restless spirits of Bangkok, Tanin transitioned his focus from merely blogging about food to documenting the city's supernatural mysteries. As he delved deeper into his newfound passion, Tanin uncovered a network of haunted eateries, each with its own dark tale. Bangkok, it seemed, held a trove of spectral secrets, and Tanin became an inadvertent investigator of the paranormal. His journey led him to other cursed recipes, enchanted ingredients, and chefs whose tragic fates had left indelible imprints on the culinary landscape. Tanin formed alliances with others who had faced the supernatural forces lurking in the city's hidden corners. Together, they became a clandestine group, dedicated to unraveling the mysteries that blurred the line between the living and the dead. The ghostly encounters escalated, and Tanin found himself in a race against time to uncover the truth behind a series of malevolent forces that threatened the very fabric of Bangkok's culinary traditions. The supernatural battles tested the resilience of Tanin and his allies, pushing them to the brink of their courage. In the midst of their quest, Tanin stumbled upon an ancient artifact, an enchanted cookbook containing recipes that, if prepared without caution, could unleash otherworldly entities. The stakes were higher than ever as the group realized they were dealing with forces that transcended mere vengeful spirits. The climax of their journey unfolded in a forgotten temple, where the veil between the spirit realm and the mortal world was at its thinnest. Tanin and his allies faced a formidable adversary, an ancient entity that fed on the fear and despair of the living. In a final, desperate confrontation, Tanin unleashed the power of the enchanted cookbook against the malevolent force. The supernatural battle reached a crescendo, shaking the foundations of the temple and sending shockwaves through the spiritual fabric of Bangkok. As dawn broke, the malevolent force was vanquished, and a semblance of peace returned to the city. The enchanted cookbook, now rendered powerless, was sealed away in a secret location, guarded by those who understood the delicate balance between culinary curiosity and supernatural peril. Tanin emerged from the ordeal, a seasoned investigator of the paranormal, forever changed by the spectral encounters that had defined his journey. The stories of his exploits became whispered legends, cautioning those who dared to delve too deep into Bangkok's culinary secrets. In the aftermath, Tanin continued his work, documenting the supernatural tales of Bangkok and sharing his knowledge with those willing to listen. The city, once a tapestry of hidden horrors, now bore the marks of a guardian, a group dedicated to preserving the balance between the ordinary and the supernatural in the heart of Bangkok. In the heart of Bangkok, where the bustling streets blended with the hum of nightlife, a food delivery driver named Pichai earned a reputation for his unparalleled speed and efficiency. Customers marveled at how he navigated the city's chaotic streets with ease, delivering piping hot meals in record time. Little did they know that Pichai's exceptional abilities were linked to a supernatural force. Known as the Phantom Rider, Pichai's nightly deliveries became the stuff of legends. Some claimed to have seen a shadowy figure riding alongside him on a ghostly motorcycle, while others reported strange sounds and whispers when they opened their doors to receive their orders. Undeterred by the rumors, Pichai took pride in his ability to outpace any other delivery driver in the city. The Phantom Rider, as he came to be known, reveled in the mystique surrounding his nighttime expeditions. One fateful night, as Pichai zoomed through the dimly lit streets of Bangkok, a chilling figure materialized beside him on a spectral motorcycle. The mysterious rider, clad in tattered clothes and surrounded by an otherworldly aura, beckoned Pichai to follow. Compelled by an unseen force, Pichai found himself on a haunting journey through the city's hidden alleys and forgotten corners. The spectral rider led him to places where the veil between the living and the dead was thin, revealing glimpses of a supernatural realm intertwined with the bustling metropolis. As Pichai continued his nocturnal ride, the boundaries between reality and the paranormal blurred. Shadows danced in the moonlight, and whispers echoed through the narrow alleyways. The city, alive with spectral energy, unveiled its hidden mysteries to the Phantom Rider. Customers who received their deliveries on that fateful night experienced a wave of supernatural occurrences. Unexplained phenomena haunted their homes, from flickering lights to ghostly apparitions. The Phantom Rider, unwittingly or not, had become a conduit for the supernatural forces that lurked in the shadows. Haunted by the repercussions of his spectral journey, Pichai sought answers. His quest led him to a mysterious temple, where an ancient artifact revealed the truth behind the Phantom Rider's abilities. The spectral motorcycle and its rider were manifestations of a centuries-old curse, seeking redemption for an ancient injustice. Determined to break the cycle, Pichai confronted the malevolent force that had entwined itself with his nightly deliveries. The supernatural battle that ensued shook the very foundations of Bangkok, as the Phantom Rider faced the vengeful spirits and sought to sever the spectral ties that bound him. In a climactic showdown, Pichai discovered the key to breaking the curse, a long-lost relic hidden within the temple. With the artifact in hand, he faced the malevolent force head-on, risking everything to free himself from the spectral grasp. As dawn broke over the city, the supernatural tempest subsided. The Phantom Rider, now freed from the curse, stood alone amidst the quiet streets. The ghostly apparitions faded, and the spectral motorcycle vanished into the morning mist. Pichai, forever changed by his otherworldly ordeal, returned to his ordinary life. The tales of the Phantom Rider became a part of Bangkok's folklore, a cautionary reminder of the thin line between the mundane and the supernatural in the heart of the city. From that day forward, Pichai continued his deliveries, no longer haunted by the spectral rider. Yet, the echoes of that supernatural night lingered in the alleys and corners of Bangkok, a testament to the Phantom Rider's journey through the spectral unknown.